everybody, I'm Tasha with the Major Change Group, and today, y'all, I want to do a little chit chat about the Navy Federal Flagship credit card. Now, in my last video where I was talking about how I'll never close the Navy Federal Flagship, at the end of the video, I meant to ask, have you heard about the Navy Federal making changes to the Navy Federal Flagship or creating a new card? And I forgot. Well, in that video, somebody else had said that they heard Navy Federal was making changes. And I was like, whoa. Now, when somebody had mentioned it the first time, I went online to see if I could find any, updates or anything, and I couldn't. And so I'm like, that's pretty interesting. And so today I just wanted to chit chat to where, what do you think that Navy Federal would change in regards to the Navy Federal Flagship? Now, remember about 2 years ago when Navy Federal had that special offer for the Navy Federal Flagship where you could get 5 times the points for dining, groceries, and gas. And it was up to 7,500 points, which would have been equivalent to $75. So when they did that, I thought that was pretty interesting. So it's like, was they running a test to see how people liked it? But I'm just like, with the Navy Federal Flagship being a travel card, I thought at that time it was kind of interesting that they would have made that special offer on the flagship opposed to the Navy Federal More Rewards, since the Navy Federal More Rewards is more so of an everyday card. Now, I think it would be better just to make changes to the Navy Federal Flagship, kind of how American Express did, one, by increasing the annual fee up to $325, but then also they added some additional credits and things like that. So, I guess it made it a little bit more appealing. So would Navy Federal do something like that to where they would possibly add some additional credits? Because you got to remember, when I got the Navy Federal Flagship credit card almost 5 years ago, they didn't have where you could get the credit for the Amazon Prime. And when they pushed it out, I was still able to get it. So, I get it every time, even though they didn't offer that when I first got the Navy Federal Flagship. So I wonder if they would do something like that, but it would be interesting to see what they would add. And then too, with the Navy Federal Flagship being a travel credit card, would they add more travel perks as, let's say, would they add some travel partners or things like that? So it's just very interesting to see how would they update the Navy Federal Flagship. And the last thing that I would say, and I know some other people have said it too, with the Navy Federal Flagship credit card, when you are redeeming your points, you have to have at least 5,000 points available, which is equivalent to $50. So it would really be better if they had it to where either there was not a limit, or even if you could combine your points, let's say with the Navy Federal More Rewards, because in my opinion, the Navy Federal Flagship and Navy Federal More Rewards, those cards go really good together. But then, with the Navy Federal Cash Rewards card, there is no minimum to you being able to redeem your cash back. So it'd probably be good if they would do something like that. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? And should we think more outside the box? Because I'm trying to think, what other changes could they possibly make? Now, if they did another Navy Federal Flagship credit card, see, the only thing with that is I think that they would make it have a higher annual fee. And right now with the Navy Federal Flagship credit card, to me, they say that that's kind of a little bit harder to get approved for, because with the Navy Federal Flagship, you have to have between a 700 and higher to get approved for that credit card. And you have to be approved for at least $5,000. I know that the More Rewards and the Cash Rewards, those are a little bit more easier to get approved for. So that's why I'm saying, if they would add a second one, would it be harder to get approved for? So that's kind of why I'm thinking, maybe make some changes to the flagship without adding, a second one. So you'll just have to let me know, what are you thinking? Because it was like 2 weeks ago when somebody first said this to me, and then I went online and I didn't see anything. And then yesterday, somebody had put it in the comment too. And I'm just like, whoa, this is pretty interesting. I was just like, dang, I forgot to asked that question in the last video. So let me know in the comments, what do you think that Navy Federal would do? But what would you want Navy Federal to do in this instance? Let's talk about it in the comments. Please like, subscribe, share with a friend, and turn your notification bell on so you will be notified when new content drops. I thank you so much for watching. Until next time.